Hello, everyone. Welcome to the third episode of the King's Podcast. I'm your host, JP or SioPau, and with me are my boys and a special guest. Introduce yourself, my guys.
Wait. Okay, so I gotta introduce my boy here. So we got the fucking legend himself, Electronic Gamer from the fucking Experience Podcast. How you fucking doing?
Podcast?
The Experience Podcast.
Podcast?
Sorry.
Oh, a special
Shit.
guest.
Our first special guest. I was the first special guest on the fucking Experience, so it's it just makes sense.
It's
But,
It's
You
a
know,
crossover.
it's what
It's
you
a
do.
crossover
It's
episode.
a crossover episode.
Yeah, can we get Jack Black for our next guest? I think that'd be hype.
Why not? I feel like this is a big. I feel like that's a big leap, though. Like to go from Electronic Gamer himself all the way down to like an A-list fucking celebrity like Jack Black.
Yeah,
Like,
you got a
imagine
point.
the
That would
fucking
be
drop
pretty
off
weird.
of that. That'd be
What a
fucking
downgrade.
weird. What a downgrade!
Yeah, that's such a downgrade. Like,
Such a downgrade from Electronic Gamer to Jack fucking Black.
Yeah.
What a downgrade!
how dare you even suggest such a thing?
I don't know, man. I was throwing out ideas, bro.
all right, JP, introduce us to what the topic is today.
Okay. Today, we are going to talk about the state of gaming, like, basically just how often we play and how it, I wouldn't say ruin our
everything?
mental, but I guess changes our mental.
It's just everything going on in fucking gaming in general, really.
Or just we can talk
Funny.
about. Nah, I'm just kidding.
None of us are experts, but we're gonna fucking talk about it anyways.
I mean,
None
I
of us
don't know.
are
About
experts,
us
but we'll
not
talk
being
about it like
experts,
we
though.
are.
We play this shit every day. I'm
Gamers.
pretty sure we're experts.
Eric's the fucking gaming expert here.
We should be at least.
All right, Eric. Let's
Yeah.
let's you kick it off. So tell the audience. I can't speak. I'm having a stroke. Tell the audience about what is your most what game are you most anticipating coming out? Let us know.
Are you talking about, like, this year or overall?
Just the next, like, kind of like within like this year and next year, I guess, because like it's like almost this year's almost over. So
I am hoping it's over soon. Anyway, so my most anticipated game is Hollow Knight Silksong. I've been waiting so long for that to come out because I played the first Hollow Knight and that game is an absolute banger. Love the hell out of it, and I'm so fucking excited for the sequel. Whenever it comes out, but I'll be waiting. My money's gonna be waiting for that one.
Yeah. We do.
Other than that, not much.
Eric has now a job. So
Mm.
he's
Finally.
getting cash money.
All right, JP, what's your most anticipated game coming out?
Oof. Honestly, for this year, I don't have anything
Going into next year, though.
going
what's
in
you got?
next year. Ooh. Actually, apparently, the Scott Pilgrim video game is about to be
What?
coming this month. Like, it's coming back. So
Really?
I'm waiting for that one and play with friends. So quite hype. And for next year, apparently they're releasing the new Spider-Man and new God of War game, which I'm quite hype
Hype.
about.
I was annoyed that the Spider-Man game was only on PS4, and that pissed me
Yeah,
off.
it's annoying.
Anyway, how about
I
you,
got
Jeremy?
to play it, but
Yeah.
I feel you.
What games are you excited for?
I'll go last. Aiden, as our special guest, what are you?
Wait, isn't it
most
fair? Doesn't it
anticipating?
make sense if Aiden goes last?
No, because I
He's
have
like
the best game.
He's like
He's
the
Bruh.
special
I have the
filling
very
in a
best
donut.
I have the correct answer.
All right then, Aiden. What's the
Uh,
games you're excited for this year or next?
I must say, Breath of the Wild 2 is looking very appealing.
Mm.
Good
Every,
choice.
every time they tease anything about that game, it's like, I want it more.
I
Uh,
demand it.
Especially how that last one ended.
Yeah, like the first one, I absolutely love the game. It's so much fun. I've played it through twice. I've beaten all the shrines both times, and it's just it's so much fun.
Great game.
The Easter eggs, like you know how Nintendo is with their Easter eggs, right? They're
Yeah.
like they make it so that they're difficult to get, but not super rewarding or whatever, because that's what they do.
Mhm.
But like when you beat all the shrines, you get that green tunic. That is
Yeah.
the perfect. It's perfect. It's
That
so
feels good, man.
Nintendo, and it's just so good. I realize this is not about the second one, but the second one, when they teased it, Oh man, you bet I was excited for that. Cool.
What about have you collected all the fucking 999 Korok?
No.
And
No.
collected the golden shit?
No.
That's what they give you. On your work.
I remember
Yeah,
I was
shit.
trying to get
I have to
as
punch him
many of the
again.
Power Moons as I could in Super Mario Odyssey, and I just completely gave up on that because there's like no way. There's like over 1,000.
They don't
and-
reward you for it at all.
No, they don't. Like literally, you know what you get? You get a top hat.
You get to flex on
Um,
people.
Yeah, it's not a flex. No, it's really not.
Just a fucking top hat.
It's really not.
Yeah. All right.
Now
Well,
it's your
I'm gonna
turn,
be real
buddy.
with you. I'm gonna be real with you. He took my answer.
I knew it.
You took his share. You took his share the answers.
Fucking
But
knew it.
that's fine because I had a backup answer. So,
Oh,
Breath of the Wild 2 is probably my most anticipated game just because Legend of Zelda is like probably my favorite video game series of all time. But I have another answer that is
Ooh.
just as amazing. I will give kind of an answer here that I'm gonna give a few answers actually because I have a lot of stuff I'm anticipating. Next year is gonna be good. First off, the what's it called? The prequel to Breath of the Wild looks pretty good. Hyrule Warriors. I can't remember. Calamity.
Age of
Calamity.
Calamity.
Age of Calamity.
Looks really good. I'm not a big fan of that kind of game, but it's a prequel to Breath of the Wild, and you can play as the champions. I'm gonna fucking play it. As well, there's a bunch of rumors. Now, this isn't actually stuff that has confirmed to be coming up, but there is a bunch of rumors that basically Legend of Zelda games are gonna be coming to Switch because it's like the 25th anniversary next year. So they're gonna port a bunch forward, is the rumor. And specifically, I saw on Amazon there was about 5 minutes that this went live on Amazon. It was Skyward Sword Switch port went live on Amazon for 5 minutes and it was taken down. That makes me think that thing is coming to Switch, and I really want to play it. But the
Jeremy
real
got teased
answer,
for 5 minutes.
the real answer here is the Harry Potter RPG.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The trailer just dropped the other day, and I fucking saw it, and my fucking brain just exploded because I played this one Harry Potter game. It was some fucking stupid ass Harry Potter game when I was a kid, and it was fucking amazing. That shit was my childhood, and I loved it, and I need more of it. That's
All
all I
Jeremy
cool.
wanted was to be a wizard.
I want to be a fucking wizard. I'm Slytherin. What are you guys?
Honestly, I'm a Hufflepuff at heart.
Fuck State of Gaming. That makes sense, actually. I definitely see you as a Hufflepuff, but I also see you as like half Slytherin because you're an asshole.
I think we're all a bit Slytherin, let's be real.
I'm gonna be real. Eric is definitely Ravenclaw. Unless he's
Yeah.
not. You got Ravenclaw? Yeah, I assume. And then Aiden
Most
is
likely.
like definitely Gryffindor.
Yeah.
Aiden's definitely.
Yeah, he's a
fucking
good boy.
Gryffindor.
Good boy.
He's
He's
a
a good
fucking
boy.
brave. He's the hero.
He's the plot armor.
So wait, that means all four of us are
From different
the four
houses,
different
yeah.
houses.
Different
Holy
houses.
Yeah.
Did you actually get Gryffindor, Aiden?
For
Have you
what?
Have you ever done the
The Pottermore
quiz?
thing. Yeah. The quiz.
quiz?
I think I did it once, and I'm pretty sure I got Gryffindor.
Yeah, I got Slytherin because I'm
An
absurd.
asshole.
I'm a
basically
asshole.
You're a snake.
A snake.
I'm a snake.
But I'm the
No,
one
no.
who has the snack
Slytherins be
wallpapers,
like-
though. The
This is the
fuss.
fucking Harry Potter episode. Holy shit. That's perfect. That all four of us are in the four different houses, basically. It's fucking
Yeah.
perfect. Also, I've never seen someone be so happy to be Hufflepuff before. Man, usually everyone fucking hates that house.
Yeah, right?
Hufflepuff's the best. So we're close. We're close to the kitchen. We make the food. We get the food actually.
All right.
It is
all
important.
right.
Slytherins are
remember that.
literally
Jeez.
close to the
But
dungeon.
we're the smart ones. We're the fucking brave ones. We're the the fucking go-getter Slytherin ones. And
The
then
dicks.
fucking we like the food.
That sounds like
We
fun.
get food for free. Get fucked.
Everyone free food.
Yeah, I'm so excited for that game. I cannot fucking wait.
What if
That
Jeremy
Sounds really interesting.
plays the game and it's just a random generator and he gets put in Hufflepuff instead of Slytherin?
No.
He restarts the game,
I
gets
will
Hufflepuff
restart
again.
it. I will restart it until I get Slytherin.
Yeah, you gonna stream that game, Jeremy?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Hype.
It's on PC.
Nice.
It's gonna be on PC, so
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
I'll be streaming it. And maybe
Nice.
by that time I'll have a capture card, and I'll be.
Wait, what do you mean a capture card for PC? I thought it was only.
No, I might have a capture card so I can do Breath of the Wild as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
So you don't have
because
to play it on an
Aiden-
because the
emulator.
emulator.
Yeah, but emulators for recent games are really fucking tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're usually really scuffed.
But yeah, Aiden, I remember there
Yeah.
was some talk about buying of capture cards.
Yes.
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe by that time we'll have one.
Maybe.
But yeah, okay. Well, now that we've talked about most anticipated games, what
Actually,
about...
there's a couple other ones.
All right,
For me, anyways.
go for it.
So you know how it's Mario's anniversary this year, right?
Oh,
shit! Yeah,
I know.
right. Yeah.
Right? Have you guys seen the Nintendo Direct that came out?
Hell yeah.
I did not.
You
Wait, you haven't
should.
seen it yet?
It is really hype,
That's
actually.
crazy, bro.
So I watched it and I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. And then they got further into it, right? And you know what they announced? The Super Mario 3D All-Stars game.
Ooh,
Fucking
Which, guess what?
awesome.
It has Super Mario 64, Super Mario
Oh, shit,
Sunshine,
yeah, right,
and
yeah.
Super Mario Galaxy, all in one game.
My coworkers
I'm like, okay.
at work, we discussed that.
How
That's
are they?
pretty cool.
How are they gonna put that into one game?
Well, it's
Or-
not one game. You can choose to play whichever one.
Yeah, it's like
And
that
then
makes
you
more
get-
one of
sense.
those things.
Then you get access to all the soundtracks as well. It's
Oh, that's
really
Oh,
cool.
dude,
That's
that's
actually
sick.
And
sick.
guess who got
All those
the
games
game?
have great soundtracks.
Pre-order.
Yeah,
I
no.
didn't pre-order it. My brother went and got it literally yesterday, and I've
Oh.
already started playing Galaxy.
Oh, it's already out?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's out. It's out.
Yeah,
You
it
can
came out
buy
a
it.
little while ago.
Okay, but like that was pretty awesome. But you know what
Hell
else
yeah.
they announced? Super Mario 3D World for the Switch.
Oh. Ooh.
But what about
You know how that
Sonic
game
and
came
Mario?
out, came out on the Wii U and the Wii U sucked, so nobody played it?
It was a fun game, though. I really liked that
Yeah,
game.
Super Mario 3D Land. Oh, I love that game. I have it. I don't have it anymore, but I used to have it for the
underrated
3DS. That was my childhood. I loved that game.
Yeah.
I played it through so many times. And then Super Mario 3D World came out, and I got it for the Wii U. Oh, I love that game. It was
It was
so
a lot
cool.
of fun.
It was so fun, dude. The cat
Mhm.
suit is literally my favorite power
Honestly,
up.
one of my favorite power-ups. It's so fucking fun to use.
So fun. It's so fun. It introduces a whole new mechanic to the game, and it's just so
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah, there's so many
But
crazy new
anyway, they
additions
announced
that
it
they
for the
added.
Switch, and that got me. That got me. I'm so excited for that. It's not coming out till like next year though. which
Ouch.
sucks. But apparently they're adding some form of like DLC.
Oh
to
yeah,
it.
they're doing a DLC to it. I remember seeing that
Yeah.
in the direct.
I don't
It's
know
re-
if it's
they
a
didn't show much,
DLC
but-
or if it's just like an add-on. But
Probably
you
an
know,
extension or like
it's like an
something you can buy to add
extension
on.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Damn.
That's what I'm. That's what I'm
Super
excited
cool.
for.
You guys
I'm
are
so excited for
you
that.
guys are hype about the Mario games and its anniversary.
Lot of
but
Nintendo
why
games.
can't we have Sonic and Mario the Olympics game, huh?
Oh god.
I've actually never played those games.
I
The Mario
played
and
the-
Sonic
yes.
games.
they actually they released one for 2020.
Yeah.
And then the 2020 Olympics were canceled. So it's like what? It's like
Well,
some
shit.
fucking.
Now
The
what?
timeline has been disrupted.
Ooh.
I played the Vancouver 2010 one on the DS a whole bunch,
Yeah.
and that
Did
was
you
so much fun.
did you guys see the what's it called? Did you guys see the logo for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics?
Wait, wasn't it like super clean and
It was
really
like
nice?
it was like the dopest logo ever, and then it
Yeah.
was like, and it's canceled. It's like no,
Yeah.
you can't use the logo now.
Looking tragic.
What
Yeah.
a tragedy. And also,
Fucking-
Nintendo
garbage.
has decided to not continue the 3DS.
Yeah,
No
I saw
more
that
3DS.
the official
Unfortunate.
production of the
Yeah.
3DS.
I'm not surprised. The Switch
Well,
is
yeah, I mean, Switch is
basically a
fine, but,
replacement.
like,
It's basically a replacement for all of it.
Mhm.
They're just gonna
Still,
start funneling everything into the Switch because they don't need to make a handheld and
yeah,
and the
especially with how the Switch is laid out, you literally
it's a handheld
literally
and,
a handheld and a
and
console.
Yeah, no, they don't need it anymore, and I really like that. I think that Nintendo did that in such an amazing way and that's why the Switch will be remembered for so long.
They executed it super well.
I mean, do you remember back in the day when fucking Apple made iPhones and iPods?
Yeah.
Like thinking back on that shit, it's like why? It's like why did they ever do that? It was just so fucking useless to put production into two completely different things that were basically the same. And it was just like
when you could just combine them.
And then they did, and it was like, yeah, I mean, this is just better now.
And people bought them, so they made money off of it.
Makes more sense.
Yeah, they made money out of it.
Yeah.
If it makes money, then keep doing it, right?
Them and Microsoft are just fucking passing each other for the most, like the richest companies.
Yeah.
They're both like over they're like $1.3 trillion companies, both of them.
Jeez.
Oh, those numbers.
It was only like a year ago that they hit 1 trillion, and now they're already like 1.3 trillion. It's insane how much money they're making.
All right, analysts, check it for us.
What? All right, let me run the numbers real quick.
Also, in the last
Check
episode, episode 2 of our podcast, we did not get an answer from Eric.
That's true.
Oh,
we didn't get an answer for the question that we asked because JP cut him off.
I didn't cut it.
Okay.
Well, I guess.
What was the question again?
I can't remember.
What? We'll never know.
Yes, we'll never
Mysteries of the
know.
No,
podcast.
it's not going to be answered still.
Mysteries of the podcast. Let's go.
No one will ever know.
No one will ever know the truth.
Unanswered questions.
The unanswered question.
Your end
Can't handle the truth.
All right, JP and Aiden Aiden, Eric.
Nice.
Why do I always call you guys by the wrong name?
Because they're actually the same person. Bum,
They are the
bum,
same
bum.
Eric and JP, do you guys have any more games you're excited for? Or
I have been looking forward to the new Watch Dogs game, Watch Dogs 3. I heard about it, and they added some, like, in the trailers they showed some like really interesting features. Like, basically, there's a whole bunch of characters you can recruit and play as, but if you die as those characters, they permadeath, and you have to use different characters.
Oh,
but there's so many different possibilities for characters you can use. So, like, let's say you want to play, I don't know, an old guy or like an old lady, you can fucking do that. And like they have their own playstyle and their own unique sort of skills and shit.
What's their
Your unique skill set for the old lady is
you can
getting
play
them with
as a
a shopping
grandma.
cart.
I want to know their playstyle though.
the playstyle of the old
uses-
woman is that she's just a fucking beast.
Yeah.
She's a
Strongest character.
Yeah.
An airbender.
Strength stats are literally through the roof. She
It
can
adds
chuck
so
a
much,
walker
like,
at you. and still keep
It
going.
adds a lot of risk and shit. Because if you die as the characters, you can't use them for like the rest of the playthrough, right?
That's
So you
cool.
kind of gotta be cautious and play your cards right, or if you screw up, you can lose a bunch
Sorry,
of
that's
stuff.
actually pretty cool.
Can I just cut you off for a second, Eric? Sorry about this.
Go for it.
Eric, me and you specifically are fucking idiots. Because we have yet to name a game that me and you have literally been talking about since last year. Me and Eric talk about this game every fucking like month at least. And we just keep talking about how excited we are for this game. Eric, Lego Star Wars is coming out.
Oh,
shit,
right.
yeah,
The
right.
new
And we
complete
haven't
saga.
talked about this. And we have been so excited about it since it was announced. Me and Eric are like the biggest Lego Star Wars fans ever.
Lego Star Wars Complete Saga was my fucking childhood. And that game has just never
That game
gotten
was a
old
bop.
for me.
Yeah. And
No, I played it 2 months ago and it's still fun as hell.
yeah. And we didn't talk about it until now because we're idiots.
Yeah, we are.
Man, I'm so excited for that fucking game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna
Anyways,
be so good.
Gosh,
Yeah.
I'm so looking forward to it.
Okay,
JP.
okay. Wait.
Yes,
Sorry, go
it's,
for it.
Who's your favorite Star Wars villain?
Oh,
Ooh,
God.
I got an answer instantly.
What's up?
Darth Vader's my favorite villain.
I think here's the
I
thing.
feel
Darth Vader's
casual.
cool. Darth Vader's
What?
cool, but I think it's gotta be
Come on, man.
the Emperor, right?
Emperor Palpatine?
Yeah, he's like in
No.
all fucking
Jeez.
3 of the prequel, or he's in all 3 of the trilogies.
It
and
has
he's
to be the
fucking sick.
droids. What do you mean? Roger,
Yeah.
Roger.
The droids.
They're
It's
the
gotta
main
be
villain.
the fucking. You remember that droid at the beginning of the Phantom Menace? That one's my favorite. villain.
Oh yeah.
That one specifically.
You mean 2.05?
One, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember ice?
2.0536
Remember
Yeah.
Batman Ice Cream
5?
Guy?
2?
Ice cream guy.
Have you seen that meme? where it's like there's like this one guy in like the Bespin scene, and he's like running past or whatever, and he's like in it for literally like 1 frame or 2 frames, and an entire Wikipedia page was made about him. It's just like the fucking Bespin ice cream guy, and they made like a figure for him. They made like a figure for him, and he's just like I don't know why, but they just like kept
became a
making more and
legend.
more
What the
stuff.
hell?
He became a legend.
Oh man.
And he was just
That's
like an
amazing.
ice cream maker machine or whatever, and he was running. That's it.
I know y'all are probably gonna flame me for this one, but I love Kylo Ren.
I love
I
Kylo
can
Ren.
res- I
I
respect
love
that. I
Kylo
think he's
Ren.
great.
Kylo Ren's one of my favorite characters in the entire. Because here's the thing: you're talking to someone, a Star Wars fan, who actually likes the sequel trilogy. I'm a big fan of the sequel trilogy.
I mean,
because
if you,
I like
are,
everything.
if you
online.
are a Star Wars fan, obviously you'll love and hate like the other movies fairly like equally.
I think I like everything. Star
Yeah,
I
I
love
love
all
everything
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
I'll be real. The sequels had a lot of issues,
Yeah,
but
I agree.
if there's one thing I know, Kylo Ren was not one of those issues at all.
No,
He was probably
everyone
one of the
hates on
best
Kylo
characters they
Ren, and
made in
it's
the
totally
show.
undeserved.
I think I agree that I agree that when I watch the prequels, I'm like, yes, there is a lot of stuff in these movies that I can agree is definitely makes them not good movies. But I don't care. I still enjoy them. I can agree. I can agree that they definitely have things like some of like the hate towards them definitely makes sense, but like I don't care. I just like them anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
And like here's the biggest thing is I always hate when people are like, oh, Kylo Ren and Darth Vader are Anakin. They say this about both of them. They were like, oh, they're too whiny and shit. But it's like, how do you make a character that's specifically supposed to like be a young like guy who's turning evil? How do you make that not whiny, right? Like
yeah.
Like I understand. The only thing I understand was the Anakin in the second movie was too much. But everything else was fine. Like, I don't know. But anyways, this isn't about video games anymore.
Yeah, I love how we went very off topic there, buddy.
It's fine. People, when I talk about Star Wars, I get fucking into it.
Okay, JP, other games you're looking forward to?
Yeah, JP, got any more?
Hit us with it.
Honestly, I'm not too excited in other games.
Diamond and Pearl remakes.
Hype.
Not confirmed.
Honestly, I think that Pokemon should just stick with Sword and Shield for the time being.
Yeah.
I think
Because they're coming out with the Crown Tundra soon, and that looks epic.
Sure.
Also,
I think they should just take more time when they're making their games.
Yeah.
They rush
definitely.
Don't rush it. Please
They
don't.
rush a lot of stuff.
I like what they're doing with Sword and Shield because, like, a lot of the time they come out with a second game and it's got like 2 different things.
Yeah, and usually the second game is like the exact same game but like slightly different.
Yeah,
but instead they're just adding to the post game in this new one.
Yeah,
which I like.
I remember with Sun and Moon specifically when they came out with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Literally, the only difference was the fact that you could fuse Necrozma with the main legendary, which was totally awesome, by the way. I just want to say that was really cool. But like, why didn't you just do that in the first place?
Why didn't you have to spend like fucking $60 on that?
Yeah,
I guess
it's pretty whack.
I mean,
but
to
I mean,
be fair,
like,
I believe that.
And then
Nintendo
they changed the mechanic of the Ultra Beasts, and I don't know which one I preferred.
Yeah.
The one where you were like flying through the wormhole and you had to find it, I found that really annoying. It's kind of difficult to do, especially because it was all motion controlled. You couldn't actually, use the joystick or whatever.
You can change it. There's an option to change it.
I was unaware of that.
All right. We should transition to talking about current games, and I think I actually have a perfect thing to bring up right now. Basically, for you guys who don't know, I mean I play a decent amount of Destiny. Nobody else plays Destiny here, but I play Destiny 2 a lot. Very fun game, and they split off from Activision like a year ago, and so because their game used to be on like Blizzard's clients and everything, because Activision and Blizzard are the same company now basically. They split off, and then they went to Steam. But here's the thing: is that Bungie, who made Destiny 2, made Halo back in the day.
Oh yeah.
And then they split off from Microsoft to start making Destiny and everything. Now Microsoft actually made an offer to Bungie to buy them out again recently, and it was disgusting how low their offer was. I can't remember what it was, but it was. I just remember reading the number and I was just pissed off by how low it was. And then Bungie was like, "No, that's a terrible offer." And then Microsoft was like, "All right, that was it. That's all we're offering. We're out of here." And I was just like, "What the fuck, Microsoft? I hate Microsoft." I don't know why. But Microsoft I feel like everything they do is just pisses me off. I don't like what does Microsoft actually do that's good?
Make pretty good computers.
They make, Windows is a pretty okay operating system.
Windows is pretty good, but that's like the only thing. Like Xbox is like the worst console.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty. It's well, okay. Sorry. It's
Stadia?
It's the worst like a mainstream console.
Yeah,
you can definitely find some shitty Chinese knockoff that's worse. But like out of the main consoles, Xbox is easily the worst because.
Yeah, for this generation, for sure.
They have not put out any like competent games or anything recently.
They really scuffed the Xbox.
Xbox
One was so scuffed.
They're just kind of trolling.
Yeah.
What comes after 360? 361. Why'd you write 1 then? I love that cat meme, by the way. Where it's just the person showing the papers to the cat, and the cat's just like,
that one.
They should have released. They should have released the fucking the Xbox 180.
Xbox 720.
Because they were really fucking 180 their entire fucking
right.
Shots fired.
They deserve it right now, bro.
No, they're trolling. And then everything else they've done pretty much is pretty fucking troll. Like all of their I'm still angry about this. It's been like 3 months and I'm still angry about this. When I got Minecraft Dungeons, I had to fucking log in what was it? I had to log into a client. I had to go to the Minecraft launcher, which then took me to the it took me to the Xbox launcher for some reason, which I don't even on my computer, by the way. It took me to the Xbox launcher, which then took me to another launcher, which then took me finally to the Microsoft Store, where I had to run it. And that was literally the only way to get to run Minecraft Dungeons is by going to all 4 launchers. Yeah,
I think I do that.
Why isn't it just on the Minecraft launcher? Why don't you just go to the Minecraft launcher?
Quite literally, they took Minecraft Dungeons, put it on the Minecraft launcher, and made it unlaunchable through the Minecraft launcher.
Yes. It literally, you went to Minecraft Dungeons on the Minecraft launcher. It's like, sorry, we made our launcher for this. Please go here. It's like, why? Why did you do this? You're an idiot. I hate you.
Microsoft be like.
I really hate Microsoft. Everything they do pisses me off. There's nothing that like
a lot of things are pretty.
Windows
annoying.
Is their only good thing. Their phone was crap. Remember that? Remember the Microsoft
phone? I do.
The Windows phone.
What?
The Windows phone.
There was a Windows phone.
Oh, there was a Windows phone. Yeah, no. They stopped making them, I think.
Yeah, they made it for like a year.
Yeah,
like,
this
is awful.
Because it was awful. Yeah, no, they're terrible.
Minecraft Dungeons though was a pretty fun game.
I feel like so many companies that used to be so good. Yeah, Minecraft Dungeons is great, but Microsoft doesn't really have anything to do with it. It's just the Minecraft team, right?
Yeah.
Microsoft is just the one who fucking made the stupid launcher.
They just got money.
But anyways, no. There's a lot of companies that used to be really good that are like going to shit. I mean, like Blizzard used to be one of the best companies.
Oh yeah.
Now they're just going to shit because ever since Activision took over, they just turned Blizzard into such a terrible company. It's so sad.
Hard shit the bed in
Blizzard was so good, and then the president of Blizzard was just like, all right, we're out, we're gonna peace out. And then Activision took over and was just like, all right, run this shit into the ground, time. And that's the thing, their games aren't even that bad. It's just there's so many fucking choices that they're making that are just
not it at all.
Really though, like I don't understand.
I used to play a lot of like Warcraft 3. And
I still play World of Warcraft. I still play a bit of StarCraft sometimes. I play a bit of Overwatch sometimes. I play a lot of their games, but their games aren't bad. It's just the company is just doing these fucking things that doesn't make any sense. And then of course you got the two always shit companies in. Well, actually, they weren't always shit. EA wasn't always shit. They used to be
Yeah.
EA Sports.
They used to be
Yeah.
fine, but now they're really
It's in the
bad.
game.
It's only game. Why do you have to be mid?
And then there's obviously what's it called?
Riot.
What's the one that's in we have like an office building for them in Winnipeg.
Ubisoft?
Ubisoft. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Ubisoft and EA, the unholy fucking trinity, except there's only two of them.
The
of
lowest
fucking
of the
game
low.
dev. We can't really make it a trinity. The unholy line of game dev.
What?
You can put Activision in there if you want.
I think Activision is bad, but I don't think they're quite on the same level as Ubisoft and
Despicable duo.
and EA.
Despicable duo.
No, I just want to name them the unholy line of game dev.
Unholy line. All right, that's.
The unholy line. The unholy line of game dev. Fucking Christ.
Okay.
EA Games really does not know how to
God.
make anything, do they?
They really gotta. They
they-
really gotta make some big changes if they want to.
They finally dragged the corpse of fucking Battlefront 2 to a fucking point where it was a good game, and then it was immediately just like, oh, and we're done with it. Fuck
Yeah.
you. You finally are good. Well, we're no longer working on that game.
God, it's actually such a fun game to play right now. Like I was playing it early this year, like in February and shit, and like it was actually such a fucking fun game. It was really enjoyable.
Yeah.
And then like in the middle of March, they're just like, all right, no more updates. Later, guys. Like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
you know what? You know the EA game Skate? The Skate game series?
Yeah.
Skate, yeah.
Skate.
Dude, you wouldn't believe how many Skate 3 videos I've watched. It's such a cool want a Skate 4.
Yeah.
And they the only reason that EA actually is considering making a Skate 4 is because of the fact that Tony Hawk came out and was just like, yo, we're remaking our first two games.
Hype.
And now EA's like, oh, maybe we should make Skate
Our
4.
time has come.
Our time has come.
Like, wow, okay, that
I will say though,
long.
I think EA has I think EA has put out one of their only good games in a very long time recently. What?
You took a while to say that. I thought you
Having
had
a stroke.
Yes, I'm having a stroke. I'm always having a stroke. Deal with it. Deal
Anyway,
with it.
continue.
They released one of their only good games recently in what's it called? What's it called? The Star Wars game. Star Wars Fallen Order. That was
a great one.
Dude, that was such a good game.
So
Fallen
much.
Order was absolutely fantastic.
Dude, that was such a good game. It was super short though, and I didn't like the fact that it was so short.
Yeah.
It's quite short, yeah. It could have been shorter though.
If it was shorter, I would have been really mad. But I'm just kind of upset.
It took me like a solid week to beat the game. Playing consistently.
Another thing about it is
like I've had games take me like a day before. So it could have been worse. It could have been worse.
You want to know the difficulty of Pokemon? I got I believe I got Moon for Christmas. I beat it the same day. I'm not even kidding. I beat it the same day.
That's great.
Yeah, it's fairly quick.
That happened to me as well. We got fucking. You remember Skylanders? Remember those toys?
Skylanders.
I had the little figure
I
thing
love
too.
that game.
So we got Skylanders Swap Force, me and my brothers, for Christmas one year, or like a long time ago. We got it for Christmas, and then we just started playing the shit out of it. And we literally beat it like in the evening. By the evening, we beat the whole campaign. Like within like a day, basically. But it was like, all right, nice. Now what?
Did I remember? Dude, Skylanders was such a good game.
You were a really good time.
Dude, Skylanders Giants is definitely number one for me.
Yeah,
Giants is amazing. I really liked Superchargers as well. That's only because I'm really into cars. I know a lot of people didn't really like that one.
And racing games are a great time. Don't let anyone tell you.
Yeah, but Skylanders Superchargers made it really fun.
Mm-hmm.
They quite literally took Skylanders and mixed it with racing, but they did it really good.
Yeah, it's unfortunate though because after Superchargers, it was after that, it was just the Toys to Life fad is now dead. Now it's over.
Yeah,
basically.
I don't know
It was-
why though. It was super
I don't know.
cool.
Toys to Life as a concept was pretty. I don't know. A lot of companies were doing it very shittily. Like it was. Some of them
Yeah,
were doing
it
very
like
bad.
it caught on, and it was a fad basically.
Yeah,
Well,
and then it
sucked
just
because it was super cool.
Yeah.
Like, who was the first to do? It was Skylanders was the first,
Yeah, they
and then
definitely were.
Nintendo started doing it with the Amiibos, and then
Mhm.
Disney Infinity came out, and like
Yeah,
all
and then
these,
Lego did it, Lego Dimensions
yeah,
and everything.
Lego
Everyone was fucking doing it.
Dimensions.
And then it's just like, all
The
right,
problem with the amiibos is they were
We're done.
so fucking useless.
Oh yeah, they still are.
yeah.
Like, what?
Oh yeah, this is alive.
Shouldn't they make the amiibos like have more of a point?
There are some games that were specifically Amiibo focused. Like there was an Animal Crossing one
Oh,
where
yeah.
you had Animal Crossing ones. There was like a little board game, and it was pretty cool. It's actually kind of a fun game.
Because like I remember that it was like the fucking Smash Bros one was just like, oh, you put the amiibos in and then you fight.
They were like trainable AIs and shit.
And I was like, well, that's not that cool. I don't
Like that was
care.
basically
I've
the
had
only
the,
good place it was used. Like that was like easily the best way it was used, and that even that wasn't that great.
And then Breath of the Wild amiibos were just they gave you shit depending on what
Yeah.
you scanned. It was
It was
like,
weird.
not even cool shit.
I guess the
And
whole.
the thing is that you drop
appeal
like
to it.
$20 for these things.
I think the appeal was just to collect those things.
I
it
like
was
the collectibles because
yeah,
I
it
have
looked
one
nice
here.
on a shelf for sure.
I have one,
I got a
fucking
bunch of
my
them.
Squirtle one right here.
Yeah.
Sorry,
like I got a fucking
nobody can
Dr.
see my-
Mario one on my
You
shelf. I got a
can-
Mewtwo one. I got
No,
a.
I meant the
a bunch of
audience
them.
can't see it.
Like, they look nice on shelves for sure.
They
They're nice
do.
figures.
Yeah. But that's
Yeah.
They're fucking
But
useless.
That's about it.
But that's pretty much it. Yeah.
I remember I got the Mii Brawler, the Mii Gunner, and the Mii Sword Fighter.
Ooh, the 3-pack, right?
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
that 3-pack, and
Mhm.
I like grinded them out to level 50 or whatever, or whatever their highest level was, and I was like,
yeah, it was 50.
like literally, the appeal was that they were supposed to be like smarter than the level 9s, but they
Not
aren't.
really. They were just like
They're really not. The level
they were
9s
just
are, they are
overstated
more
as fuck
difficult.
because they just did more damage, took more damage, and that was basically it.
Literally,
They weren't that
I
smart.
paired my highest level amiibo against a level 9, and my amiibo just got literally destroyed. And I was like, okay,
What? Okay, cool.
I see no appeal to these now.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was
unfortunate.
pretty dumb.
They honestly don't learn very well because, like, I trained some of them, and then they just like start doing like the most low IQ.
Technical difficulties again. Don't worry.
JP is fucking terrible at this.
Come
I
on, JP,
might
get
have to
your
fix
All
my
my-
hotkeys. don't
All my
worry.
homies hate JP.
JP
Alright.
will remember this.
So we were talking about Amiibo AI. So, they're not that smart, even
No,
though you
they're very
trained them. You show them how you do your combos, how to do combos with the characters. You teach them all the best combos, how to start them, how to do them, and all that jazz, all the good strategies, and they just
Don't.
good move. Have some of that again and again and again and again and again, and that's how you win. That's what they remember.
Oh, your side B is your best move? Guess what I'm using?
I'm just gonna use side B. So like, all right, cool. But because you have roided up stats, you can get away with it. Because your stats are better than everybody's. And that's how amiibos are. They're fucking whack. I swear.
Fucking
I heard a
wow.
loud bang there, buddy.
Did I? Oh,
I
man.
heard from
think
Aiden's
that might have
side,
been.
but all good.
Boom.
Aiden's alive. He's okay.
Oh.
I am
Sure hope
alive.
so.
He's getting
Oh,
fucking.
man.
He's getting beaten up.
You know what else is whack?
What's
What's
that?
up?
2020.
Oh,
Twenty-
no.
Perfect segue. Fucking
Specifically, how it's been on gaming.
Ah,
perfect segue.
shit.
Specifically. Okay. We all know about Among Us. all
Who
know.
hasn't?
A very good
We
game.
all know.
Game of the year.
Loading right now.
Mhm.
Guess when it came out?
23.
3 years ago.
Never
God.
mind.
Game of the year.
It's
That's
like
actually my.
it's like
That's my own.
It's
I take it back. Most anticipated game, Among Us 2.
Electric
Right.
Boogaloo.
the electric boogaloo.
Hell yeah.
All right, cut it there. Won't get
What?
any
Yeah,
Among
that's
Us
it.
is
That's the end
already-
of the episode. Goodbye, guys.
Later, guys.
Among Us is actually so fun though. I feel
It
like,
is, yeah.
I feel like there's
Yeah.
so many games like that, like Town of Salem, like TTT,
There
like
is-
Mafia. There's so many games like that tried like that take
Murder
that
mystery.
aspect. And I've always been a massive fan of TTT. I think
TTs?
it's a really fun game.
Yeah.
Trouble in Terrortown. Mafia has always been really fun to me.
Oh yeah.
I never really played Down to Salem, but it's pretty much Mafia. All those games are so fun and take that spin on it. But I think Among Us kind of took the best spin on it, in my opinion.
Yeah, right.
Honestly,
Honestly,
my
it feels
first
like it feels so good.
Like in Trouble in Terrortown, it was kind of like the whole thing was that like, oh, you if you're the terrorist, you got to shoot people. But then if you shoot them, they're gonna try to yell out, "Oh, it's this person," and then they're gonna probably just shoot you back better and kill you. And in like Mafia, I feel like Mafia is just too reliant on being in person and everything.
Yeah.
But Among Us is best because it's just you're just in this place. Everyone has to mute their mic, so nobody can talk, and you're just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
It
Like you're
adds
just like
so
you have
much,
no
like,
fucking idea. You're
so
like,
much
oh, this
confusion to it.
person's near me. They're gonna fucking kill me, and you're like trying to figure out who's good and who's bad. And it's just mind game city. It's like
It works
entirely
so
mind.
well.
Honestly,
Yeah.
my first experience of playing Among Us was so fucking horrible. Just the fact that I literally
Oh.
started the game and some certain individual decided to fucking murk me.
I fucking murked you because you were the only one near me. Okay.
You had so many choices and you picked me, the newbie, the new guy.
The first time I got imposter was also really funny. So what I did, I killed somebody, and then like they had their little discussion. I wasn't found out, and then I was like, all right, what's this sabotage button do? I press it. I'm like, oh, there's a nuclear reactor. Maybe I should press that. I pressed it. And I was like, all right, 30 seconds till meltdown. I'm like, okay, I should probably go and vibe a bit, and then see if I can kill somebody while they're distracted. And then I just win because a lot of people didn't want to defuse it. So I win. First imposter game, by the way. Y'all dumbasses didn't defuse the reactor.
I remember that. Yeah. Among Us.
It's pretty fun
It's
though.
exploding.
Not gonna lie, it's really fun.
I really like playing the mind games. I would always just turn the lights off. I would stick near someone so that they thought I was good. Turn the lights off, run to a vent, go to lighting, kill them, and then go back. And I'd just be like, oh, I was with this guy the whole time. He can vouch for me. He's like, yeah, I saw him there. And I'm like, you fool, you fucking vouched for the killer.
My cards are playing it right.
Played right into my hand, you fucking.
Personally,
Fuck you,
I think
Kaiba.
the best part of Among Us is the fact that like it's the graphics. Like you know how a lot of the games recently, it's like oh super high graphics and
High
8K
res,
resolution
ray
and all that
tracing
stuff.
and shit.
Yeah, ray tracing and all this fancy stuff, and it's like, well, Among Us doesn't have good graphics. It's the gameplay that makes it so much fun.
Hell, honestly, I
think
love
that's what game developers need to realize.
Yeah.
I love the
Yeah.
style of Among Us. Actually, it's so
It's really
cartoony
simple,
and
yeah.
well nice. Yeah, it's simple, but it looks really nice.
I think
Right.
in the last few years, the gaming scene has definitely been
Battle Royale.
all over the place. Well, yeah, there's battle royale.
Battle
It's all over
Royale.
the place because a lot of the big companies have for a while been just kind of pandering. They'll fucking take something and they will make it the worst version of that. But since they're a big company and they'll just kind of spin the marketing in a way that will give them a fuck ton of money, regardless of if it's good or not.
Raid
And pretty much
Shadow
makes it so
Legends.
every other company just follows in that line. And it
Yeah.
just becomes all the fucking big companies who are supposed to be making the good games are just making fucking $80 fucking pandering machines.
Yeah, it's
shit
so fucking
games.
scuffed.
And so it's
but it's got 4K,
4K, by the way.
4K
So
graphics, by the way, boys.
so it's good.
It's just rough. And I think in the early 2010s, people started understanding that what they were doing, and so they started going towards more indie games, and that's why we saw the rise of indie games. But then I feel like in the last 2 years, indie games have even gone for that as well now.
Yeah.
Where indie games are being polluted by this whole fucking pandering situation. So
The way I see it is because gaming has become a lot bigger of an industry in the last 10 years. Like in the last 10 years, it's just been skyrocketing year after year. Like it's getting so big now. There's a whole bunch of massive companies just spearheading it. But I feel like with it being such a big industry, we kind of lose the soul of gaming. Like What's the soul of
Yeah.
gaming? Okay, people making video games that people like to play, and they're fun, right? But with it becoming such a big industry and making money is such a big importance in it because it's an industry, right?
Yeah.
I feel like the soul of gaming has just kind of been less and less in the past years with a lot of big companies. That's why I find indie games so much more enjoyable because they're just people who love making games, making great games, right? There's
So
none
many-
of that corporate crap in it.
That's
Right?
And I
what
think
gaming should be.
I think this again boils down to another game, Among Us, which has become really popular. Among Us wasn't made by some fucking big fucking business boy trying to make a fuck ton of money, right? This was made by like a smaller studio for the most
Small
part.
group of guys just
The
making
game
games because
is
they love it.
$5 and it's
Yeah,
free
the
on your
game's
mobile.
$5 and it's free on
Yeah.
mobile. And they made this game just because they thought it would be fun to play.
Yeah,
They didn't
right?
make
It
this
would
for
be
money.
fun.
They said, hey, look, this idea would be a really fun game. And so they
Mhm.
made this game that they thought would be really fucking fun. And they made that. And then it blew up. But this game wasn't made to be some fucking big money maker. I think that's the thing, is that so many people have come into the gaming scene or like the game dev scene who just want money. They don't care if they're making a good game or stuff, but they just want fucking money. Yeah.
It's not the way you should look at it. Like gaming is an art form, right? Because you're
should
creating
be, yeah.
something. You're creating mechanics, you're creating an art style, you're making the gameplay flow and making it unique to your own style, right?
Mhm.
So if you're looking at it just to make money, then you're not putting your soul into it. You're not putting you love and how you want to make your own world, your own little pocket of
There's no passion.
works, right? There's a passion to it, right?
It's all about
And if
money
you're just
nowadays.
looking at it for money, where's the passion gonna go?
Yeah.
There's not enough passion in it to
And
make it great
I
or
think
to make it fun.
there's just these small games that pop up every once in a while, and they're just so exciting because you can really tell the passion. Like,
Yeah,
my biggest game for that has been definitely Stardew Valley, which was one fucking dude made this game, and he said, no one else is working on this game but me. I am working on this game entirely because I want it to be this way, and I'm super passionate about that. And he made it a fuck ton of money off that. But he continued to, even while making a fuck ton of money, he said, no, I'm not bringing anyone else in here. This is my passion project. I'm making this myself and how I want it to be and all this stuff. He didn't bring in a huge company to fucking like overhaul it and make it even bigger. No, he made his own game because he knew that that's what people wanted and that's what he wanted. And he brought in like he brought the Chucklefish in to make the multiplayer. But other than that, like, pretty much made that alone because it was his passion project, and that game is fantastic.
I feel like we're missing that. We're just missing a lot of that, just passion and wanting to make things good for the sake of being good, right?
And I think that's why myself stick to a lot of the games I play are Nintendo, because I think even though Nintendo clearly are a company that are kind of, you know, they're a big company.
Yeah, they gotta make money. They gotta keep the money flowing. That's how
they're a big company
work.
that wants money. That's how companies work.
Mhm.
So, so Nintendo's definitely like that. But I think Nintendo is, you can just, every time I play a Nintendo game, I can just feel the passion that was put into that. Like, I can just tell that someone fucking loved this type of game, so they made it. And I feel like that's what a lot of big companies are missing. Even though Nintendo does these stupid fucking things. Nintendo does these stupid things all the time. But their games are so built off passion.
You can
they
feel
are
it all
entirely
the time.
built off passion.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what the rest of the company is doing when those games are made so fucking amazingly because of the passion that was put into it.
Yeah. Sorry to dip real quick, but I gotta go eat dinner. So like,
What time is it at, JP?
We've been doing it for 11 minutes now.
Well, plus 30. What was it? 38.
38 now. It's like
almost
around
at
48.
50. If I can go eat dinner and then I'll come right back and we can
Was
like wrap
I was
it
gonna?
up.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm fine to wrap it up here.
I think we've covered a lot of points. I think
You
we're
can just,
Yeah,
you
we
can just
all
cut this
do
out.
play video games. We all love playing League of Legends. We all waste money.
You can just cut this. You can just cut this, JP.
so we wrap it up then.
All right. So yeah, I think you know, a lot of the gaming scene is just kind of devolved into this very
Yeah.
unknown scene. I think that's the thing. It's very unknown. There's a lot of
It's-
thing
yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
Games are
2020 is-
some games that you don't expect to be like very passion based are, and a bunch of games that you think are passion based aren't.
Mhm.
But I think that with that, I think it's time to wrap up this third episode.
Yep.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. Aiden had to dip, so I'll make sure to shout out his stuff for you. So he's Electra Gaming on he's Electra on YouTube, Electra Gaming 57 on Twitch, and his boys are the Experience Podcast.
Great
Which
guy,
I would
great
like
guy.
to announce that I have actually officially joined the Experience.
Yeah, he kind of
Um,
dipped on us actually in the King's podcast. And
I
made
will do-
me-
I'm actually
Trade.
not doing the podcast with them. I'm only doing the gaming stuff for them.
He
So
still loves the
I'm
boys. Actually, it's just me and Eric now.
doing
Uh,
both. I'm doing both. Come on.
Jeremy's more of a another guest at this
Shame.
point.
Yeah, I'm P1 Atlan. You can find me over on twitch.tv/P1Atlan, YouTube Atlan. I tweet sometimes. It's pretty fucking stupid tweets.
They're
It's
really
really
dumb but really
questionable.
funny.
They're really questionable. Eric is over on Instagram. I think, what are you, Neuropedon on
Yeah,
Instagram?
Neropodon is my username.
Wait,
Yeah.
am I-
And then everything, all that's in the
Follow me if you
description.
want.
All
Follow me
that's
if
in
you
the
want.
description.
Every social media is in the description. No need to shout out everything, Jeremy. I'll make sure.
Well, I'd like to say it. I'd like to say it still.
That adds that extra flair.
So
to it.
people know. Not everyone checks the description.
Aren't I the host though?
You know what, you fucking bitch?
Well, you
It's,
fucking
it's,
ass.
it's Jeremy's turn to
Fucking
do the outro.
asshole, you fucking bitch.
We flipped a coin for this.
Alright, JP, fucking outro us then.
Right. I hope everyone will have a very good day, and I hope 2020 goes very well for you, even though it's gone complete shit. But
Stay safe, guys.
Chin up. Everything will be okay. And that'll be all for the King's podcast. Everyone, say goodbye. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.